Formatting your APA paper should not be a tough task, and in this video, you'll know exactly how you can format your paper to conform to the APA standards. My name is Vince, and welcome to Actionable User. This is whereby we help you get things right when it comes to writing. Without wasting much of your time, we'll dive on into this tutorial and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Enjoy. Here with me is an APA paper that I would like to use as a template to show you how you can format your paper. Here we have the cover page, and subsequently we have other parts which we shall be getting into right in this tutorial. Now on the cover page, a couple of things are required in APA 7. That is the title of the paper. It should be in sentence case, whereby only the important words should start with an upper case. Here also, basically the entire content of the first page is all centered. Then other information like the course, the professor's name, the date, you can fill that in, but remember that this is just some placeholder text that is here, so you can replace it with your name and the school and all this other information. Yeah, we can now move on to the second page. On the second page, we have the abstract. Now, the abstract is an optional section whereby it's more important in larger papers. And as you can see here, it's optional, whereby if your professor asks you to provide an abstract, then you should provide one. Then you can see that it should be around 130 to 150 words. That is depending on the size and the magnitude of your paper. Below the abstract, there are some keywords you should provide. So if this paper was talking about fruit farming, one keyword can be fruits, another one can be orchards, another one can be harvesting, just the relevant keywords. Then you need to know that the abstract is on its own page, that is on page 2. Then now the body of the paper begins on page 3. Here you write the title. So basically you can go to the very top page, copy this entire title, then you'll come and paste it here. So one thing you need to know about APA 7 is that every title should be bolded. That is one key standard feature. Now after writing the title and centering it, now you write the introduction paragraph. So the introduction paragraph and all this other information should be in 12 point, that is the font size, and the font preferably should be Times New Roman. In APA 7, there is some more leniency which has been introduced in terms of the fonts and the things, but Times New Roman is the standard. There are actually more fonts which have been allowed and which we shall get into and see. Make sure that every paragraph starts with the indentation here from the margin. So align all your text to the left. Make sure that the information is double spaced. Then this is an example of a level 1 heading. So a level 1 heading is the main form of heading or topic. So you should use topics and headings and subtopics to actually demarcate your paper and actually make the readers aware where one section ends and the other starts. Then you need to know that this is a level 1 heading again. It is centered and bolded and in sentence case. Then write the body. It should be guided by the total number of words in your paper. Now a level 2 heading is similar to level 1 heading. The only difference is that level 2 headings are actually aligned to the left margin compared to a level 1 heading which is centered. You should use this level 2 heading to expound on the information talked about under the level 1. Then this level 3 heading is similar to level 2 heading. The only difference is that it is italicized. Now both of them are left aligned and in bold just like every other heading here, but it is italicized. Then you can see here a level 4 heading is actually part of the paragraph. Now here it was included just above the paragraph, also here in level 2 and level 3, but level 4 is actually part of the paragraph. Yeah, then finally you can use the last paragraph to write something like a summary of the entire paper, but that is not mandatory to all papers, but it's ideal for summing up all the information that you have talked about in your entire paper. So moving forward, the references section is the page which follows immediately after the body. The references should be on their own page, and the word references is actually a level 1 heading, so as we've seen, it should be centered and in bold, just like that. Then here you have your references, which actually don't need to stress about this. I have created another video on how you can easily generate them for free using just some free applications, so you don't need to stress about that. You can find it linked in the description box below. And after now the references page, don't add anything. Go to the next page and now add your appendix, which are optional based on the type of information you have. In the appendix pages, you should include anything that was talked about in the body but was not relevant enough to occupy that part of the body. For example, if you have things like letters, a letter you wrote to someone to gain permission to enter and collect information and data, you should include it here. More explanation, materials for further reading, all those sorts. So the appendix should be divided into A, B, C, etc., or even 1, 2, 3. So you can also include other forms of information like tables, figures, and all this. So here with me is another guide, which is for the same APA 7th edition, and I want us to look at more details about that. If it's Times New Roman, it should be 12 points. If it's Georgia, it should be 11. If it's Calibri, it should be 11. Arial 11, and Lucida Sans should be 10 points. So you can choose to use any one of these, but remember to accompany it with the relevant size. Then the margins should be in 1 inch, as you can see here. And guys, let's continue. Now you can go ahead and continue. Then remember that we have an abstract after the references page, so you can include your abstract here, things like tables and diagrams and other information. There we go, guys. You've seen how you can easily format and make your paper conform to the APA standards. It was as easy as that. Like this video, share it with your friends, and guys, subscribe to get more information and tips just like these ones. You can leave me a comment in the description telling me what other style you'd like to see me make. And without wasting much of your time, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.